let's put on our thinking hats and let's talk about the docu-series Our Living Worlds. So, Our Living Worlds is a four-part docu-series that is narrated by the amazing, phenomenal actress Kate Blanchett. What does this documentary present to us? It's basically not as all documentaries that we see. Basically, this documentary brings something different. Normally, documentaries that talk about the environment and animals or our ecosystem, they do focus on certain things. Let it be amphibian life, I would say land life and sky life or sea life. But in this case, this one touches bases in everything that surrounds us. It's a very interesting documentary that divides itself in four parts. It's like watching four small movies um, in a series, because basically what this story or what this documentary brings to us is how life itself, from animals, from our ecosystem, from as well our space, how everything connects, how this life is connected within us. And each part gives you different aspects. Let it be from, for instance, from reindeers, how important reindeers are when they escape wolves, because what they do when they escape affects how the temperature lowers down, thanks to them, where they're at in Antarctica, if I'm not mistaken of the place, and as well with the sun. It's such an amazing documentary, as well how Kate Blanchett narrates this story is phenomenal. Why do I say phenomenal? Because it's very intriguing and very eye catching. Not only the fact that you're seeing this beautiful landscapes, beautiful animals, and they doing funny things or mesmerizing things, as well they mix a little bit of CGI in it, like that you guys can see like little graphics or little effects that gives that story in regards to the connection of life itself. It's really intriguing. And this docu-series, again, like I mentioned, is four-part docu-series, an hour each one, around 45 minutes to an hour, um but is gorgeous. Every aspect of it is gorgeous. Besides the fact that we see different types of animals, we see different types of ecosystems, how certain animals react to their predators, and or how certain things that probably you did not know affect not only our ecosystem, it affects us in a whole. And it's a great meaning to what each of these things connect to us as living beings. As well, this docu-series gives a very broad explanation on not only the animals and the wildlife and the amphibian life, but as well how we should preserve our world or our little earth, like that we can have a longer lifespan. Why do I say this? Because this is a topic that's been spoken about in many cases. Let it be recycling, let it be reusable energy. But in this documentary, it talks about mostly on how these animals and these ecosystems connect with us, how it affects our daily living. Like the main example that I provided to you guys, that it's on, this is on the first documentary segment or episode. It explains how sometimes when the wolves are trying to capture young young reindeers, how they try to escape, and when they reach the top peak of mountains, how the reflection of they being there affects the temperature of our earth, and as well how important it is for these glaciers or Antarctica to stay up and running or not be how do I say melted due to global warming. How important it is that these um these things continue happening, and how we should preserve them, like that we can have a better lifestyle. as well. There's many nicks and bits. I think that one of my favorite scenes on this documentary is there is one scene that they're talking about rhinos, how rhinos, you can see them like in towns, and there's like this scene of a rhino walking among humans and among people, and how people sometimes they don't get bothered by having these animals around. And as well, we did get to speak with the producer Ben Roy, that he is one of the producers of this documentary, Our Living Worlds. He explains to us that um, one of the main reasons, or one of the main things that they did, is sit down with scientists, sit down with biologists as well, to bring this story to fruition. It's not only just an aspect of just having beautiful landscapes or beautiful animals doing their day-to-day things, but it's as well that story that this docu series brings us. And I got to say, it's very different, and it's very intriguing on how they, how can I say this? How they brought this story to fruition, being the fact that normally documentaries, let it be that it's when it's about wildlife, it's most likely, I'm not gonna say the same because each one has like their unique things, but they have the exact same, I would say, template. But this one brings something really, really different, and I really recommend this documentary. Is going to be available on Netflix on April 17th, so don't miss out. It's only 4 parts, so check it out. And as well, if you guys want to see the interview with the producer, I'm gonna have it right here in the cards, and as well linked down below, like that you guys can enjoy that interview as well. So don't forget to follow us in all of our social media, Real In Films, and there's more to come in this YouTube channel.